Today on the show, I've got something the late model world is just better at than the sprint car side, and it needs to change. We'll talk about that, plus Wednesday results and what to watch tonight. Let's go. It's Wednesday, July 19th. I'm Justin Fiedler. This is Dirt Tracker Daily. How is everyone today? Are you guys good? I feel like this year is really flying by, and I haven't asked you lately how you're doing. Hope all is well in your world as we're kind of halfway through another work week here. Over in the Dirt Tracker merch shop right now, I'm down to the last two black FlexFit logo hats, so don't wait too much longer if you want to snag one of those. Don't forget, too, I've marked down the late model and sprint car shirts to just $10. Sizes are limited, but $10. I had an order on Monday where somebody grabbed one of those shirts and 4 stickers, and it was $28 out the door because shipping is free for U.S. orders of $20 or more. Not bad, a shirt and 4 stickers for $28. The full rundown right now of Dirt Tracker merch includes the 2 different logo shirts. I wore the blue one yesterday. I'm wearing the gray one today. I've got the sprint car late model shirts, the FlexFit hats. There's 4 different colors of can koozies and the 4 sticker options. You can shop anytime over at shop.dirttracker.com. So the situation popped up last night, and I want to dive into this. And this might come off a little ranty. It's not really ranty. I don't mean that to be, how this is going to come off. And I'm going to mention some drivers, but I'm not really coming at any necks here. I want to preface this, but this is something I want to talk about. The All-Stars were at Lernerville last night, and the World of Outlaws are at BAPS tonight. Kyle Larson was at Lernerville, but it doesn't seem like he's going to be at BAPS. The track, as in BAPS, tweeted yesterday that Larson would be there tonight, and Young Money quote tweeted it saying he was only going to do Lernerville and then Grandview next week, but not BAPS, and I'm assuming that means no Williams Grove this week as well. It was egg on the face for BAPS, which sucks, honestly, for everyone. They had some indication he was coming, regardless of where it came from, and it would have been a big deal for that to happen. They want to push that, and as someone who used to help with event marketing, I would have done the same thing. But after Larson responded, the track then had to delete the tweet, and people responded in poor ways, as you can expect in 2023, saying they were just trying to do anything to sell tickets, which is obviously not fair. And this whole thing last night brings me to the main topic for today's show. When it comes to dirt racers, especially the big ones, why don't we know where they're going to race ahead of time? I feel like the late model guys do a much better job of this with their website schedules, but in the year 2023, is there not a better way to handle this? Why is it always a guessing game? When you run a series full-time, fans and tracks know on these dates, we're getting these guys, obviously most likely guaranteed. That's good. The shows can be promoted in a certain way, and it helps everyone involved. And think about the race fans here. But for guys that don't participate in the sport that way, why can't they have their upcoming schedule listed on their website or social media accounts? I understand plans change, especially with weather, but I don't like the mystery, and online schedules can be adjusted quickly if those plans do indeed get switched. This happened to Rico Abreu last night. He was going to be at Lernerville. They had an issue with the truck. He tweets out, "Hey, sorry, I'm not going to be there." And I've got a couple of examples here of websites and guys. We're going to look around a couple of things. The first one is Chris Ferguson, really popular regional late model guy. He's won on the big stage with Lucas. I can go on his website right now and see what his plans are through the end of the year. I like that. Same is true of Jonathan Davenport, Brandon Overton, Brandon Shepard. Davenport and Overton, obviously, basically full-time Lucas guys this year, but that hasn't been the case here in recent years, but their schedules were still available on their websites. Brandon Shepard, another guy, you can go see a schedule right now. On the sprint car side, though, the same is not true. I feel like Brent Marks does a decent job on his social media talking about his upcoming races, but there's not a schedule on his website. And the same is true of both Rico and Larson. People end up tweeting at Rico to see what his plans are, and there are social media accounts posting guesses for Larson's upcoming calendar, which leads to issues like we saw yesterday. Brian Brown is a guy, he's got his full schedule on his website. Kudos to him. He even has marked where things are tentative at this point. Buddy Kofoid has a schedule page on his website, on his store site, but it's empty. There's nothing there. Brady Bacon's schedule has both his winged and non-wing races. That's good stuff. If you look around at sports, though, at all sorts of levels of motorsports and stick and ball sports, how many examples are there where fans are headed out to watch, but they don't have any complete picture of who they're going to see compete? You might get a basketball game in the NBA where a star might have the night off, but the teams don't change. We still know that you're going to see those 2 teams. And you get injuries, but obviously that can't be avoided. But in this age of technology and social media and smartphones, this seems like a really stupid problem to have. I see a lot of pros and probably not that many cons for teams and drivers being much more transparent about where and when they're going to race. And like, obviously, I'm coming at this from a race fan perspective. If you are somebody who's going to be spending your hard-earned money to go see a race, sometimes you only get a couple of opportunities a year to go see some of these big events. Maybe it's your only opportunity all year to go see a race like this. Wouldn't it be a lot nicer to know who it is you're going to actually see at these races? And I feel like as teams, as series, as tracks, we need to do a much better job of communicating who it is that they're going to see. If drivers or industry people have any rebuttal to any of what I said today, feel free to reach out to me on the side. Let me know if I'm missing something here. I don't feel like I am, but let me know if maybe I am. At Lernerville last night, Buddy Kofoid led the first 18 laps from the pole before Larson took over in lap traffic with 12 to go. Larson led the rest of the way for his second Silver Cup victory in a row. Brent Marks and Justin Peck made late moves to get onto the podium, with Kofoid fading to fourth right at the checkered flag. As for the All-Star contenders, Anthony Macri was sixth in his first night out with Clausen Marshall, while Zebwise needed a provisional to start the main event and finish 19th. The All-Star season continues Friday at 34 Raceway in Iowa, which begins a big swing through the Midwest. Quick reminder, if you missed it yesterday, I've got 2 tickets to next week's High Limit show at Grandview to give away thanks to the Ticket Hoss app. Jump over to yesterday's show to see how you can get in on that if you are interested. I'm going to announce the winner on tomorrow's Daily Show, on the Thursday Daily Show. Looking ahead to tonight's racing, the Southern Nationals late models were going to give it another go after being rained out on Tuesday at I-75. As of this morning, though, today is rained out as well. They'll try again tomorrow night at Sonoya in Georgia. As previously mentioned as well, the World of Outlaws are headed to BAPS Motor Speedway tonight for the first time in 31 years. They last raced at the Pennsylvania racetrack way back in 1992. A lot of drivers who will compete tonight, though, have experience at the track, as it regularly hosts 410 sprint car racing. Guys like Gio Scelzi, James McFadden, Jacob Allen all have won there, and we could be looking at a local as the favorite. Brent Marks is coming off really good runs at Eldora and Lernerville, and I think he'll be stout tonight, probably the guy to watch. The Outlaw Championship battle remains tight at this moment. The top 3 separated by just 24 points. None of the top 3 can really afford to have an off night at this point. After today's race, the Outlaws are headed for Williams Grove on Friday and Saturday. Up at Land of Legends, a busy modified week continues with the Super DIRTcar Series back in action again. They race Sunday at Weed Sport. The Short Track Super Series was at Fonda on Monday, and now Canandaigua tonight with the SDS. Matt Williamson won Sunday night and continues to try and close the gap to Matt Shepard in the championship hunt. This race was originally scheduled for July 3rd, but weather pushed it back to today. You'll get 70 laps, $7,500 to the winner. Both this and the Outlaw Show will be live over on Dirt Vision. Looking around the other dirt racing podcasts this week, Wing Nation has Donnie Schatz and Scott Gobrecht. Swab Talk has Jonathan Davenport. Open Red has Sean Neistat. Dirt Tracks and Rib Racks has Tress Miller. And there are new episodes of The Dirt Reporters, Passing Points, The Dirt Nerds, Dirt Track Confessions, Hoagie's Garage, Dunewich on Dirt, and Dirt Track Weekly. To see all of these podcasts and their recent episodes, head over to dirttracker.com/podcasts. That's it for the show today. Make sure to hit up the streaming schedule, dirttracker.com/watch tonight to see what your options are for viewing. Hope you guys have a good Wednesday out there. We'll see you right back here tomorrow.